Hello. Today we are going to start a new kind of web series. New for me, we're going to be playing Factorio. I'm going to be playing Factorio, and I'll be going through the whole story, the whole world with you guys. Yeah, hopefully this is entertaining for you, and hopefully I am able to convince some of you to join me in one of my multiplayer campaigns. Yeah. So, without further ado, what is Factorio? Factorio is a factory building game. A factory building game. And I have it running on a screen beside myself here, and we will jump into that soon. And that's the background music that you're hearing. It's very good, very soothing. It's a calm game, right? For the most part, and we'll figure out the intricacies and all the little nuances of the game as we go along it. But essentially, it's a factory building game. So let's start. As I mentioned before, there is single player and multiplayer. We will start with single player. We will go for a new game, and free play is the standard way to play this. So your task is to launch a rocket into space. Start from nothing, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. This is the intended way of playing Factorio. Yes, sir. And we will abide. We go next. Normal settings, the recommended way to play Factorio without touching any of these. Terrain, water, trees, cliffs. What is happening? Ooh, look at the background. Robots. Oh, look at that. That's a spider. Okay, we will get that. See, that's going to be one of our in-game objectives, getting to that spider. Yeah, it's a long way down the road. Yeah. Anyway, energy, peaceful mode. We don't want peaceful mode. So peaceful mode is when you don't have the natives, the aliens, like we see them, but who are the natives of this particular planet. Yes. Yeah, these are the natives. They don't come to attack you. Otherwise, generally they come to attack you. Advanced, nothing here. Mode is fine. Starting area size, resources. Yeah, I guess this is okay. Let's say preview. Yeah, this is how we start. Uh, Selecting a map, and this is important because this is how our starting configuration will look like. The world of Factorio is huge, right? This goes on, and it keeps going on. It is just not auto generated yet for us, but this central location is where we will start with. And you see that light blue, black, orange and yellow patches, those are ores. So the light blue one is iron, black one is coal, the orange one is copper, and the yellow one is stone. Yeah, so what we're looking for are these four patches of ores to be reasonably close by. This is not reasonably close by, for instance. Yes, uh, it's quite far between them, and it doesn't look like, but the map, again, like I said, it's huge. Yeah. So how do we get that? We shuffle it, right? And every time you shuffle, it recreates a new map. Yeah. So let's do a random seed, and it's a whole new map. And every number you put in here will give a new map. Yeah. So this seems nice. They seem close enough. So roughly speaking, somewhere in the central part, you have all of these four together and a water body. And all of this is important, right? You need water, you need iron, copper, coal, and stone to start the game off. Yes. But there's still quite a little bit of distance between them. And you see those yellow pixels there, right? Those are stones, cliffs, and you don't have the resources to break them yet, so it's best to avoid patches that have cliffs running through them because it's just wasteful. And again, this is going to make a lot of sense once we start, but just trust me on this. Yeah, so let's go again. There's a cliff running right between the patches. We don't want that. Let's go again. Cliff, cliff, cliff. cliff. Interesting, but too yellow, too dry. Yeah. So if you have noticed, there is water, there is the dry land, there is also the vegetation. I actually want some vegetation, so I'll just go into the terrain and I'll increase the coverage of trees a little bit. Actually, wait, is this the terrain type? The desert versus sand, higher roads, more red desert, no. Higher bias generates more grass. I want grass. I don't want trees specifically because that will actually give me a power up during the game. Uh, but I just want the aesthetic of it, right? So let's just increase the bias a little bit. There's just more trees, yes. Do you see that greenness increasing? Yeah, it's a whole lot green now, right? But if I remove the bias, whole less green. I just like the green color. And remember, I'm not messing around with the trees because they do give you the advantage, which we will talk about later. But still, this one is, water, iron, stone, copper, pretty far, and then there's cliff running through. Ooh, should have been lovely. Should have been a lovely, lovely map. Then yeah, the cliffs are a pain. So let's see. Let's go over a few more of these. This looks okay. No, no, it's too close. This is too close. I just still want some gap between them. It may feel like I'm being very picky right now. You don't have to be this picky. You can work around things, but it's really nice to start off with a good play area. Yeah. No, no, no. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this is lovely. You see that? Okay, so these are not close together, yes. These are not, yeah, but this like they are decently spread about. So iron, coal, stone, copper, and I'm recognizing them purely by their colors. And yeah, it gets easier as you play along. And there's a water body. This is nice, and there is like a cliff boundary of sorts. There's a higher piece of coal here. So, you know what? I like this. I like this. So let's import, export. It can be shared. Fair. Okay. So here's what we are going to do. I'm going to export this map string. Yes. Click that. Copy this. I'm going to paste it here. Yes. So that later we can actually no. This is for you guys. So if you want to follow along with me, play along with me, work things out as we go along. So it'd be nice. You can play the same exact map. This has in the entire information of this map, right? So let's just go ahead. Let's confirm. Yes, and play. And we begin. Yeah. Ooh, you notice that. Okay, I'll get to the four things on the left, like in a bit. But yeah. Okay, so this is the Factorio free play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Yeah. And this is how the story begins. So, we are an engineer, an unnamed engineer, and we have crash landed onto this planet. And we have to build a rocket to escape from the planet, ostensibly. Yes, and these are the various rocket parts. Let's not go too near the fire. What happens if we go near the fire? Ooh, that hurts us. You see that health bar? Oops, sorry. You see that health bar down there? You just lost a tiny bit of this. The fires will die down soon. And notice how you have these square corners around things. It means that they are interactable. Yeah. We will not touch the rocket for now because if you click on something, you'll notice that they do contain some stuff within them which we can use. Um, let's not use them for now. I like to maintain it as a mausoleum of sorts. a memento of our starting space, so we don't touch a lot of the things around this here. And let's begin. So yes, as I was saying, you are an engineer. This is the engineer, yeah, running around, trying to do things, trying to do stuff. Let's talk about the UI a little bit before we jump into this, right? On the top right is your mini map. You would notice that if I go to my bottom left on the screen, there is this black patch. This is undiscovered land. So until I go into those spaces, I won't know what exactly lies beyond there. Yeah. But so this is the discovered portion of the land right now. And Duckwing is me. I am the engineer. We'll call ourselves Duckwing. And there are a bunch of buttons here, and all of these are important. Especially, let's address the four big squares on the left. Yeah, these are achievements. Specifically, these are achievement trackers. Yes. So I've played this game before for a decent amount of time, and I want to get to a stage where I get all the achievements. Yes. And some of the achievements are like for speed runs, so no time to chit chat, there is no spoon. If I complete the game in 7 hours, 14 hours, I get these achievements. I'm not aiming for this, but I am aiming for a couple of these. I'm aiming for the lazy bastard, win the game by manually crafting no more than 111 items. Uh, I'm aiming for having at least 100 combat robots or more following me. I'm aiming to destroy 10k trees with fire, and I'm aiming to win the game without building any laser turrets. Yes. So for the sake of this playthrough, let's not use lazy bastard because that gets a little bit more complicated, because I need to find a specific way of building things which kind of constrains me. So let's not do that for now. And all that this is doing is being there as a reminder of things, right? So, and this magnet just there to stop tracking and keep it tracking. So if I click on this, that this lazy bastard achievement goes away. And these are the three things that I'm tracking right now, right? So as I get that achievement, I can turn that off. Yeah. So the only thing that I need to remember is not to uh, build any laser turrets. So I'll just keep that one bit there. Actually, no, do I need any of these? I'll stop tracking. Like, for this playthrough, I don't really want to do this. We'll get back to that. Let's just clear up that space for us. Yes. On the bottom is your quick bar. Yeah. And we can add items here and then toggle using our keyboard number keys to get to those items later. And we'll get through all of these various buttons here and on the left soon. Yeah. uh, on the left, open character screen, E. And this is a very keyboard intensive game, so I'm playing on my system. Uh, and there's a lot of keyboard shortcuts that I'll be using, and I will walk you guys through when and where I'm using them for the first time. So E is the first one, which is opening a character's menu. You can also do that by clicking on this button, and your character has a bunch of things that they are carrying and a crafting menu where you can create a bunch of things. Yes. Now this is very similar to this other game called Alchemist, in the sense that you need smaller items to create bigger items, and then you kind of build on top of that and on top of that more complicated items. So for instance, this we have three items already in our backpack. Do we have a backpack actually? Yeah, we have a backpack, and it's an amazing backpack. We can store uh, crazy kind of items in this. But for now, we have three items. Do we have? We have a burner mining drill. Yeah, and all of these stats are going to be important. They are going to be very useful for us later. Yes. Right now, we'll just start more of a free playing kind of a thing. Free play. uh, Stone furnace and wood, and we can manufacture a bunch of these. So to begin with, let's just go over our ore patches. This is our iron patch, and I'm using WASD to move around, and scrolling up and down zooms in and out. So this is my iron ore patch. So if you see, if I'm hovering on top of this, on the right side I get some information. So this particular patch is of an iron ore amount 1466 units, some units they are. Yeah, this is my coal patch. There are certain amount of coals here, and if I right click and hold, I will mine items. So right click and hold. If you notice that there is a yellow color bar going through, we are mining, and I'm essentially mining coal by hand out of the land. If I hit E again, opening my character sheet, you'll see that I have 7 coal. Nice. And it has a fuel value of 4 megajoules, which is also very nice. Now let's see. This is my stone. I will need some stone. So let's get some stone in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's enough stone. Again, I'm right clicking to mine stone. And ooh, this is copper. Yes. Okay. So while this is happening, so iron ore, copper, and stone are the base elements which lead up to a bunch of these fancier items that we can build up to. Let's go over that. So in the crafting menu, you have 4 subsections. One is logistics, one is production, one is intermediate products, and the last one is combat. Ooh, we should go over combat. Combat is nice. Okay, so right now, if you look at the lower left, you have a pistol and you have some ammo. And the way to combat is you point your mouse in some general direction. Say an enemy is coming from here, the enemies here are natives, and you hit space. Wait, space? Oh, there's nothing to hit. Okay, so let's pick you know what, this tree seems special. I don't want to protect that. I don't want to. Yeah, we need to shoot at something. So I think we can shoot at this. No, that's a cliff. So this is the cliff essentially. So you notice that this is not interactable, but it still blocks my path, which means that I can't go there. And yeah, that's the reason that I didn't want those cliffs over my ore patches. Yeah. Let's see. I want to show you guys something to shoot against. And okay, let's choose this tree. Yeah. So if you look at this, okay. If I'm hovering on top of this, there's this red color corners that come up. And if I hit space, oh come on, how do I shoot this? I Very interesting. I used to be able to shoot trees, but I'm not able to shoot trees. We'll figure out shooting later. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so iron ores. What do we do with iron ores? We need to smelt them into iron plates. Yeah, let's get a bunch of iron ores out now. How do we smelt them? We change the form from one thing to another. We need a smelter, which is this, which is a stone furnace. We have a burner mining drill. We have a stone furnace. Let's take the burner mining drill. So, okay, hold on. Okay, I've gone ahead of myself. Let me break down the moves. Yes. So I did E to go into the character sheet. I used my mouse to click on the burner miner drill. So it picks it up. Yeah. And then E again to close the character sheet. And then I can place it somewhere. So let's see. Let me place it here. Yeah. So wherever I can place it, it will glow in green. Wherever I can't place it, it will glow in red. The reason I can't place it here is because there is no mineable resource. Here there are mining just below there. Yeah. So let's do that. Be very careful not to touch these for now. And I've just clicked on that and it's placed. That's nice. and it needs some fuel. So I'm clicking this E again to get out of this, click on this, and then right click here to place one piece of coal within it. Yeah, and you'll notice it's producing iron ore bits out, and it has just stopped. Why has it stopped? Because the output has one iron ore and it is waiting for space in destination, so we need a place for it to, you know, save the iron ore before it goes on to the next stage. Actually, we can push it directly into a furnace, so it places directly into the furnace. Let's do that. So if you notice, you see that white square and the yellow arrow, it means that it's going to push items directly interactively into the furnace. So we just place it here, it'll start working again. And in the furnace, you'll see this growing to a reasonable level. I think it goes to 5 if I'm not wrong. And the furnace also needs fuel, so it also needs some coal. So we'll click on my character sheet and then right click here to place a coal, and then it'll smelt the iron ore into iron plates. By far, I think that is the first achievement that we have had. Yeah, and then we will have to automate it. Right clicking it multiple times will just add so many items in there, and you're going to need a ton and ton of coal. So as the first automation task, here's what we are going to do. We are going to build a self-replicating, not self-replicating, what is the word I'm looking for? Self-filling, self-feeding, yeah, self-feeding miners. Because if you notice, the miner needs coal to operate and will mine whatever is below it, right? But you're also going to need this miner. Let me pick up this miner for now. And the way I picked it up, I right clicked and held on top of it. And if I go on to the coal production, boom, 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 here's coal. Oh, here is coal. I will need coal to make coal. Yeah, how do I do that? So I take this miner, keep it here. Let's say I point it towards the top side for now, or right side, left side for now. And I feed it a little bit of coal and it'll generate coal and it'll just drop it here. You need to save it like maybe in a box or something. But the smarter thing to do is to have another of this miner be the receiver here so that they feed each other and then they build up a repository of coal within themselves. Yeah, it's one of the quirks of the game that you will come to appreciate a lot. What do we need to do that? Now we need one more burner mining drill. We don't have that in the character sheet. Again, I pressed E for this. How do we get there? Let's look at logistics, production, and here's a burner mining drill. And this is the first stages of crafting. So what do we need? We need 3 iron plates, we need 3 iron gear wheels, and 1 stone furnace. Let's get all of this one by one. So we need 3 iron plates, which means I am going, and hold on second, and then we need 3 iron gear wheels. How do we build iron gear wheels? Let's go to intermediate products. I can see a gear wheel there. We need iron plates for that. We need 2 iron plates for a single gear wheel. Yeah, and for 3 gear wheels we need 6 iron plates, so totally 9 iron plates. And then what did we need? 1 stone furnace, and for stone furnace we need 5 stone, and we have 4 stone. It already shows us that we have 4 stone. Yes. So here's what we're going to do. To pick this up again, we're going to go all the way here and set it up so that it is mining some iron plates for us, making some iron plates for us. The way I'm rotating these arrows, and therefore the position of the output, is by using the key R. Yeah, so I want to point it down, white, give both of them some fuel, and look at this. Oh, we already have 14 iron plates. We don't need to wait at all. So we'll just pick this, place it here, right click this, hold, good. Let's go over to stone. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's see. We just needed one more stone, right? That's fine. So we have 5 stones. So we can, do you notice that number there? 1. We can smelt. We can make craft 1 stone furnace. Let's do that. Click on that and it should craft. Why is it not? Oh, okay, okay. So here's the thing. Here's the catch. Yeah. Uh, do you remember those achievements that I had on the left hand side here? So one of the earlier games I was playing, I was trying not to craft it. So I had disabled that button to craft. So let's go back and enable that. Settings, controls, not movement, basic interaction. And actually, let me just search for it. Search bar, craft. There you go. Craft one, left click. Craft 5, craft all. Shift left click. Let's say, yeah, confirm, back, resume. Okay, now if I go to E and I craft on stone furnace, I have a stone furnace, and let's see, let's craft. How many gear wheels do we need? Uh, we needed 3 gear wheels, so let's craft 3 gear wheels. Click, click, click. You see this? Ooh, it was too fast, so it went away. Yeah, and now we can craft one burner mining drill. So technically speaking, you didn't have to craft all the intermediate stages on your own. If you just clicked on burner mining drills, it would know that the base raw materials, if you do you see the total raw materials there, it would use all of that and create anything it needs automatically on its own. But yeah, just did that. It's fine. It's okay. So we click this. Look at that. This is the queue, the bottom left. Do you see that? You notice that? I just went off. Next time. Next time. So anyway, now we have 2 of these burner mine integrals. Let's say that we wanted one more burner mine integral. What are we missing? The red ones are the iron gear wheels and stone furnace. We're missing some stone and some iron gear wheels because we need 9 iron plates and we have only 6. Yeah, let's just get some stone and I'll show you the automatic crafting that it can do. And 3, 4, and 5. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's perfect. Let's go all the way here. Iron plates. I think there was one more. Was there? Oh, 3 more. Amazing. So look at this. If I just click one, it'll craft the things that it needs on that bottom left hand, then it does its own thing, which is nice, which is amazing. We have 3. Okay, cool. So what do we do with the 3 things? So we plop one down here. We don't have fuel, which is fine. But here is the last thing that we'll do in this particular session. Yeah, we'll take this, place it here, and then one facing this. Then we'll start one of them with one piece of coal. Low fuel alert has stopped and both of them have started, and then both of them are feeding into each other, and we have a good example of the first automation. Yeah, and if you go in there, we see that the coal is getting accumulated here. Yeah, by this. So this is mining coal, but it's not saving coal in its own thing. It's giving it to this and it's saving it, and then it's giving to this. And they can build up their own fuel reserves up to 50 items. So that's how they're saving. And if I want to collect all of them, I just do control and click. No, yeah, control and click. And I've collected everything that they have. And then, and I don't need to worry about that because they'll continuously start feeding each other. And then I come here, take this. And then if I do control and left click, is it control shift left click? Is it? What? No, yeah, here, control and left click. It'll place all my coal into this, but I don't want to place all my coal. So I'll do E, take this, and control and right click. It'll place half of whatever I'm carrying into this, and the rest of this can go here. So control and left click, and we're good. And we have our little automation factory up and running. Woohoo! Stop here. Let's save the game. What do we call this? Let's call this zoom 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 zoom. Let's just call it the month that we have. Yeah, let's call it July. July is a nice name. July is a good name. July 001 first automation. That rhymes and it's cool. It's amazing. And we save this. And one tiny thing that I like to do is also save it as the original game. There's the base version and there is a branched version. So I'll also save this as July. And it's just a quirk. You'll figure it out as we play along, so that you can go into various sections, but you can always start at a particular version. It's the latest version. So July will always be the latest version, but there are other versions of the game that you can also pick and play. And yeah, that's Factorio. I'll leave this forget what it's called, map export string in the description below. And let's build up a factory of our own. And in the next one, I should have done this in this video, but I'll do this in the next one. I'll show you what one of the end game factories look like. Yes, we'll spend a little bit of time going over one of my previously built factories with all the things, and there are a bunch of things. There are trains, there are robots, there are oil, there is oil, and there is Spidertron. I have Spidertron. I had a whole Spidertron gallery. There is nuclear energy, nuclear weapons. It's it's a huge world. We'll get through all of that. Cool, cool. Peace. Bye bye.